afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the project meeting this afternoon. So, as you know, you've been allocated to be the project team members for the Medline project plan of order processing systems. So basically what the project is about is we will be changing the template that we produce our order documentation on. At the moment it's causing issues within the ordering team and with production. So it's been discussed that this project has to be implemented to change it. So I'm just going to go through a little bit of the project plan today. I haven't provided you with the documentation because it is still waiting on all of its sign-offs. So today I just want to run through what has been approved by Simon, our Managing Director, and then that way you guys can get an indication of your roles, okay? So today is, as I said, the project meeting. So it's the initial meeting, and basically I want to review, discuss the project plan before starting. So I don't want to start the project unless you guys are fully aware of your responsibilities and also the risk management, the communication of this project. Basically we'll have an open talk about it, and then we'll go over the projects and we'll have a look at the allocated tasks and timelines. Will also be a moment at the end if for anyone's questions or queries. Of course, you guys are the members of the team, so feel free to talk about it, ask questions, whatever makes you feel more better about it. So the purpose of the project. So this purpose, as I just explained, is to implement a more systematic ordering process. The current documentation that is being created for production is difficult to comprehend and it's not detailed enough, and therefore creating issues within the organisation. So for example, I've had Keith, the production manager, address me a few times that there's not enough fields to include the pack data for the Medline products. So there's a lot of confusion going on and it's causing a lot of the staff to be frustrated, which is not effective. The order processing system is the most critical system within Medline, so it's really essential the process follows a systematic and effective process, otherwise it's going to cause issues along the whole company. So the scope and deliverables, we want to be able to have something that we can deliver to the company and of course to our Managing Director Simon. So what are we going to get out of this? So the purpose of the order processing systems project plan is to effectively change, implement and deliver an improved and efficient order processing system. Okay, so basically there is a lot of assumptions as well as to how this project and project plan is going to go. Many assumptions that have circulated are that the order processing system will be abolished and not improved. So a lot of people are concerned about their job safety in the order processing team and production due to the complications. So obviously this project has been created so that we can improve before this issue arises. There is a couple of constraints as well due to the organisation not approving a new database, so basically a new system as to where we produce the documentation. It will affect the overall project outcome. So because we are going to stick with the same program, the portal, we won't be able to obviously increase or benefit what we do because we'll have to stick in the same server and program. So this is the big one, everyone's roles. So I have contacted you before and emailed you some stuff about what your particular roles are. So obviously I'm the project manager, reason being I'm the manager of the order processing team. So basically I monitor and I review these issues quite often. So I think it's best that I take part as manager of this project so I can obviously observe and implement the right procedures. Connor has been in our team for 5 years. So as an order processor, he knows quite a lot. So it's his expertise and experience is really crucial for this project. Laurie, only been here a little time, but you're still a very valuable member to our team because you work within it. So you see the problems and you, obviously because you are new, you can take your experience from your previous role and see what is affecting this role. Then we've got Kimberly from the QA team. So obviously Medline has to follow a lot of regulations and we need to be doing a lot of quality testing of our documentation products. So Kimberly is here to help us to make sure that we are following the guidelines of the TGA and also Medlines. And then we've got our stakeholder Keith, which is the production supervisor. So as I said before, major team member here because you are supervising a lot of the issues that occur. So we really need your help to also transition the new documentation into production trials and also feedback from the production team. So here's a little reporting schedule. Basically, this is, you know, who to report to, what kind of communication we have. If we were to have, for example, here we've got reporting for an organisation. So to Simon, if he requires a certain report, we need to be obviously discussing that in a meeting, and we need to make sure that the status and the restatements and the accomplishments and all reports are done properly for him. Okay, so this is a little bit of the budget. At the moment it still needs a little bit of work, but as you can see, it's a very small project and there's little money allocated. At the moment, as you can see, your staff bonuses are the most expensive thing. Basically, we will be introducing some IT systems and upgrades so that we can implement that new template perfectly and there's no issues. So that is also probably the second highest thing, and then we've got your usual meeting, catering, and your extra funds, okay? This is just risk management. So basically, I came together with Simon and we had a talk about what are some issues that could occur and how do we handle it, and what kind of risk could it give, you know? So the communication plan. So once again, this is talking about if there was conflict, for example, how do we deal with it, you know, in a documentary way, and also how do we speak about it. So for example here, with a conflict, a verbal or written explanation or incident report is required. It needs to require those people, so project manager, project team, stakeholders and the organisation, especially Simon, he really needs to have this involvement. Needs to be formally reported to the organisation and the project manager. So it is my duty as well to make sure that each one of you obviously don't come in contact with any conflict or issues, and that's what I'm here for. Okay, so basically, like I said, this is just an overview, and we will be distributing out the final project plan in the next week. We start the project on the 21st of April, so before then, please feel free to come and speak with me, and if you have any concerns, of course, you need to come and see me before then. But does anyone have any questions about the project plan?
No, it seems all very straightforward.
Okay, yeah.
When do the bonuses get paid?
That will be at the end of the project. So it depends. Obviously, if, for example, Keith, you were to take on a little bit more responsibility, or for example, if Connor was to fall ill and wasn't able to attend or be involved in the project, you'd be taking on more of a responsibility, and that is how the rewards and the bonuses are evaluated.
I think it's great because the entire system needs to be abolished and changed.
Yeah, exactly. It's just horrendous. And also, you know, Kim, from a QA point of view, do you reckon that it will obviously follow what Medline's regulations are? And
Yeah, definitely. I think if we do it by a process that works for everybody, then
yeah,
it'll work.
okay, excellent. All right, guys, thanks a lot, and yeah, we'll see you next time when the project plan is actually released and we can implement the plan. Okay.